Yes.
Was there a time period where you just found out, like, wow, I guess I'm blessed with this ass?
I think I mean, I didn't really know, like being from Texas, everything's bigger in Texas. So
A lot
it's
of good butts in
something,
Texas,
there's
yeah.
a lot of curvy women in Texas. So it's something I just kind of embraced from early on. And I didn't really feel like I found out until like high school-ish because I was playing basketball and we used to dress up for game day. So like I would wear, dress pants or something like that. And like, they'd be like, oh, your booty's just shaking. And like, oh, I could see your ass from the front. And I'm like, oh, thanks.
But that's a weird thing, is that giant ass was not necessarily all that popular
It was not.
until maybe the last like 5 to 10 years, maybe
That's
a little
true.
longer. But I mean, it's very weird to think about that wasn't really a thing until Instagram.
Well, that's why I feel like for me it was something that just, I was born that way. I was,
Right.
I'm part Puerto Rican, so my booty comes being just born that way.
But
so I didn't really think of it anything different. And being also from Texas, you see so many beautiful, women out there that are just curvy girls and just kind of out there with big booties.
Curvy, but like, in your case, it's more of like an hourglass curve, whereas
Because it's put together.
But a lot of the women in Texas, it might be like a different type of curve. It might be more like a bell curve. It's like not really the kind of curve.
I say there's different classifications of booties, little big booty, big booty, big booty, and there's just booty.
And it just depends like where you are on the dude marketplace, because there's a lot of guys out there who just like booty so much that they're willing to accept a big booty, and the rest of the body can just be doing whatever it has to do.
Yes, most times like, it usually doesn't have like really no chest, no anything, because that was, again, at that time big tits were a big thing, but that didn't really matter in Texas, I feel like.
But did you feel like you were getting attention from, like, did you start dating specific types of dudes because of the fact that they were the ones who are really into your body type?
I don't think so. I feel like, I don't think I even really had a type even back then. I think it was just, I don't know. I think maybe I took control of those situations and guys that I liked, but I don't think it had anything to do with per se with my actual attributes.
That's your personality though? You think you're like the big dog, you're in charge?
I am pretty alpha, but with men in relationships, I'm not alpha, but I do like to control the situation, which sounds very confusing. I think in the beginning, the initial part, like, I don't know, I feel like the chase, I feel like it has to be an equal thing. It can't just be one-sided.
Really? Interesting. Because you must have a shitload of dudes like coming up to you all the time. How do they break through the wall that you put up around yourself to protect yourself?
I have really big walls up, it's
Whoa.
really, really, really bad to say. But it's, I think, again, that's why I feel like dating is so odd, these days, because, I was married out for a while, and then, I did a date after that. So it's just, I don't know, it's just very different. So I've seen where someone who was in the business, who I was married to, had nothing to do with wanting my name or anything from me. And then someone outside the business that wasn't anything, again, still not wanting anything. But I feel for me with dating wise, I feel like at first, the first thing that goes to my head is, do you want to date Alexis Texas, or do you want to date Alexis?
And do you get a lot of that, or a lot of clout munching, that they just want a famous girl?
I feel like at first they always say that, they don't know you, they've never seen your movies, but I feel like it's kind of hard to say these days, which I don't know if that's pretentious or not, but like,
yeah, I mean, what are you, gay? You don't got porn?
There's just so much porn out there, and
right.
If you search any big booty, my name is going to pop up, or you may hear me in a song, you never know. So it's just really crazy. So that goes in my head first, and then then it's like, are you going to entertain me? I like to be entertained. I like to laugh. I like to and I'm also a strong personality. So those are all big things, traits to have. And so I feel like sometimes it takes a hard individual to break down those walls, but it's it's capable, it's possible. Like I said, I've dated, and not in my industry, and I've had fun, but it's just, I think that a lot of people are intimidated. It's the intimidating factor, because they think like, oh, you just want to date people in porn, you've dated people, you've been with porn stars, how do you date and have sex in your real life? And that's like perfectly